You guys all wake up in the Burlington bed and breakfast. Everything seems to be going okay. There is something weird in the room. Though all the stuff's in the normal places, the suits over the chair and all that. But rather than carpet, it seems to be a thick growth of grass has grown in your room, which is a bit odd.
Just to clarify, you're sure we're in the bed and breakfast?
Where were you? Where did you leave off last time?
Because we did.
Oh, that's right.
We changed a hard point potentially.
That's right. You got a new home, didn't you?
Right.
You're in the fancy home.
That tells us a lot. If that got.
Now you're still in the fancy home, but now you have grass. And when I say grass, I mean actual grass, not marijuana. I know it's the 2020s now, and marijuana would be better. But okay, sorry, my mistake. You're still in your homes, although okay. I may start you off in the bed and breakfast if I'm just confused about how shit works. But you're still in your home, and there's grass growing instead of the carpet there. It's a nice thick grass though, like a well-tended lawn. And it's confusing as to why the fuck it's in your house.
Does it smell freshly cut?
Not fresh. No, it smells like normal grass, which is disturbing in its own very special, very strange way.
I look closely just to make sure it's not rice beginning to grow.
Yeah, I was gonna say his rice patty's taken off pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like rice to you. You know rice when you see rice, and when you're fumbling, you are seeing rice.
All these years, his parents have been feeding him grass.
It's everywhere.
Something that you may notice, give me a spot hidden roll, Jay, since you're examining it closely. And if you make it, then give me a small sandy roll.
No, I definitely made it.
All right, now the sandy roll part.
Weird looking rice.
Yeah, well, if it grabs his face and draws it into it and says, eat, boobala, eat, then he knows he's in trouble. Okay, you lose 1 point toward paradigm distortion. You notice that there's no dirt. It's growing straight out of the floor.
And the floor material is wood?
It's either wood or tiles or some bullshit. Actually, probably tiles. It's 1950s home. It's only 2 steps away from the fucking 70s, so it's close to Formica because Formica is used in everything. But it's actually in the 50s, probably wood. I'm guessing. So it's straight up out of the wood floor, and it looks like the grass is just. Or rice, sorry, it looks like the rice has just taken root in your floor for reasons.
Well, I have seen stranger things in town.
Yes.
Odd.
Yes.
All right, and then so I'll get up and get dressed and I check around my room to see if there's anything new or anything that wasn't here before that I don't remember.
You notice that one of your walls seems to be semi-translucent. You can kind of see, looks like outside of your home intermittently, like a bad TV.
Turn it off here.
Thank you.
That's interesting. I move closer to look through.
It kind of solid, translucent, solid. A little bit translucent, back solid. You also hear, everybody give me a listen roll.
That's just the rice kicking in.
Yes. You were cruising around Burlington when the rice started kicking in.
It's bad country.
You guys hear you think it's from outside. It sounds like corrugated metal being torn in half.
from behind the house, out front?
You're not sure. Just it sounded like the world. You're not really is super loud. Like cover your ears and scream loud.
And when I step out of the bedroom, is there still grass on all the floor?
No, just in your bedroom for some reason.
Okay. And do the others have the grass growing?
Cutting to real quick to Vince. Vince, you woke up and your clothing is currently working on. It looks like there's an invisible man inside of your clothing, and it's working on grasping the doorknob, but it doesn't have hands, so it's having trouble because it's one of the turn knobs.
Need some help?
It stands aside.
All right. I get up, put some clothes on, and open up the knob.
Your clothes are currently over there. You don't have a lot of different clothes yet. They looks like they're already filled with the invisible man.
All right. Even my milkman.
You go put on your milkman clothes. God, you feel better now. All right.
Yeah. All right. I open up the door.
All right. The clothing kind of bows a little bit and then goes out into the front room. Meanwhile, Vince, give me your small sandy roll for what the fuck is going on here.
Finally with the suit cleaner. I failed.
Roll a d4 and go. Yeah,
4.
this badly affects you. 4 off of the sandy and add 4 to space-time distortion. Meanwhile, Ralph, you're laying in the bed, but it's kind of doing like ocean. It's you're wondering if the R2 took you out to like a lake or something and put your bed in there, and you're currently floating.
So either I'm in a waterbed or I had too much to drink the night before.
Could go either way right now.
All right, I sit up and look around.
Your bed seems to be floating off of the ground. Give me your small sandy roll as you're like, this is not normal. 1 point, you go, eh. Vince, your clothing passes not Wrestling, Jesus. It passes Dr. Funko. Gus, there he is. It passes Gus. I just come up with random names till I can find his. And is heading for the front door, which is also closed. It stops and looks back at you.
All right.
There's a doorknob.
What's his name? Gus is out here, right?
Yeah, he's standing there looking at your clothes going by, and then he sees you dressed as a milkman. He frowns at you.
I think this is the guy who's been cleaning and reworking our clothes.
I'm giving him a card for that. That's the best explanation I've heard. Ding. The clothes begin gesturing at the front door.
1 minute, if you don't mind.
Meanwhile, let's see, Hunter, your bed is beginning to spin slowly in the middle of your room.
I've seen this movie. I get off of the bed.
Give me either jump or acrobatics or something to try to avoid damage and stuff. A minor bump in the household is a bad thing. Roll a d3 damage on yourself. It's half and half, so try to get low. Oh, Jesus, you face plant into the ground. And you guys hear a thump and then another thump from his room. You take 1 real 2 stun. And it sounded like 2 pretty heavy thumps from Hunter's room. What do you 2 do?
I go knock on the door. You having trouble getting dressed?
I go peek in Vince's room to see if rice is growing out of the floor.
No rice in his room. There's no answer from Hunter's room. He may be dead.
Open the door.
He seems to be hiding under the bed, which is over him, and he's laying on the floor in a really awkward position.
I closed the door.
All right, I tried to belly crawl out of there.
No problem. You escape from under your bed.
Okay, I'll get dressed and head on out when I can.
No problem. Your clothing is currently trying to work the door handle. It's having a lot of problems with it. Yeah, it falls to the ground.
I put it back on. Thank you.
Oh, not your clothing. His clothing. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, your clothing just deanimates, falls to the ground, Vince.
All right. I'll take my clothing and I head back up to my room.
Okay, you go put it back.
I go put it on.
All right. You change clothes into your other clothes.
All right.
It feels weird having somebody else having worn your clothes, I guess.
No, the ghost just walked through the door. That's all. Don't think about it too hard.
Not a problem. Everybody rolls 0G ops as gravity suddenly fails.
Do we still hear the metal?
Screeching?
No, that was just a brief thing.
That was a brief thing?
Yeah, 0G ops, Vince. It might be on the sheet. It might be a write-in. I'm not sure.
Jumping? Would that work or
No.
just 0G?
It will slam you into the other wall pretty effectively, I guess. Yeah. 0G ops is the ability to deal with weightlessness. I mean, you may end up just floating there or something as opposed to doing anything useful. If you don't have it, then you can make a roll at learn and you can get a check in it.
Would that be like tiny manual space for like spacesuits and floating around, or no?
Tiny futuristic space for a spacesuit.
Yes, that's for the spacesuit itself, or if you've got like little thruster things and stuff. But 0G ops unaided is its own skill. It's even on one of the cards, the future tech skills. No problem. It looks like everybody's just floating in place right now. Nobody's fumbled yet, except for, of course, Gus. Gus is like, he's doing the soft launch off the wall, and he's going by you guys, looking around the place.
That's because when we were in the aircraft, he went out and did some repairs. He's trained for this.
Apparently. Be sure to get a check and learn as well as 0G ops there, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at me, I am floating. Look at me. All right.
Such a freak. He floats around, investigates the house. Nothing else seems weird. Outside, you can see like looks like two trees are having a fight. The elm seems to be winning.
Look at this. Meron and voila. I begin narrating like I'm narrating a cockfight.
Okay.
I'm going to take my bowling ball, by the way.
It doesn't weigh anything in 0G.
All right. Score.
You see the poplar hit the elm so hard that it launches off and begins to float away. It struggles wildly.
Oh, and the poplar is the winner. Pay up, people.
The poplar's doing this.
Rock'em fucking pots.
Suddenly, gravity returns. Everybody give me a jump roll to avoid any damage. Gus is at a plus 20% because he is so awesome, apparently.
Oh!
Dr. Z does a faceplant in the ground, as does Hunter. Gus just lands like I'm used to this shit. Everybody else
like
roll
reflexes.
D4 damage on yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a rough morning for Hunter so far.
Is that 2-2?
Yeah. Glad you weren't out barbecuing is your first thought.
Glad I wasn't bungee jumping. How confusing would that be?
Mm-hmm. You guys hear a weird screaming noise and such, and as you're looking out the window, you see what seems to be a giant turtle with a city on it on fire crashing into the ground. You guys all
There
wake up.
seems to be a giant turtle crashing into the ground.
You guys all wake up, laying in bed. Again, everything seems to be back to normal. Gravity's not failing. You're not sure exactly what was going on there, but it was apparently getting weirder. Your rice
there grass
seems to
on
have
the
been
floor?
stolen.
A rice on the floor.
It seems to have been stolen. You knew it was only a matter of time before rice thieves got your harvest.
Those damn claim jumpers.
All right, get up, get dressed. Do I still got a broken nose?
Yeah, you feel like yeah, actually give me a willpower roll, Ralph. Lower is better because something odd happened. You want okay, yeah. You look and feel like somebody went a couple rounds with you, just mercilessly pummeling the shit out of you.
All right.
He comes out and this helps to convince you guys that you may not have been dreaming.
Fight Club, I say.
Who wants to bash him over the head for mentioning Fight Club?
So I take it the doctor and I come out looking quite refreshed.
Oh yeah, you guys come out looking however you normally do, and he comes out like kind of weaving around, yelling about Fight Club and shit, looking like he's
I'm
been
not
doing.
go. Have a seat. You need some rice.
Do you want to cook him some rice for breakfast?
Yeah, I'll go about cooking up something. We got some food in the kitchen here, right?
Yeah, including a giant bag of rice that you managed to
Oh no, I say
make
the,
into
I say
one.
the rice for a special occasion. I
No,
cook
you just-
you something else.
Okay,
Out of bag into the bowl.
I thought rice was for all meals. I thought that was the secret of rice.
That is true. Well, with my roll, I basically I pour some water in the rice and put it in a bowl for him.
Yep.
Cereal.
He gives you some inedible shit. That'll make you feel
Can't wait to
better.
have these rice.
You need the
Krispies.
crunchy rice in this situation. That will wake you up. Come on, eat. You eat. Pagkain.
You're convinced you may take extra damage from actually eating.
Yes, there you go. Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's the crackling pop? All I got was a snap of breaking my tooth off.
By the way, are you wearing that red shirt with the pattern on
Yeah,
it? Is
I
that
took
your
it.
new thing?
I took it from the house.
Okay. Great. I'm not sure where Gus's fucking picture came from, but he's getting weirder and weirder. Is that a weird Filipino thing there?
Yeah, that's the one I've had for a while. That's yeah, he's like I forget which country he's from, but he's an astronaut.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's all
Asian
dreadlocks
spaceman.
under. I'm guessing it's all dreadlocks under his big ass hat.
Oh, you gotta hit refresh. I think he sees your Almea.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
I
also
gotta
see
hit
how-
refresh. Okay.
Yeah, I do too. I just see how.
Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
had logged out to change that picture. That's from
No,
Ralph's
everybody
game.
else has to because
Oh. Let's see what picture. Okay, yeah, that picture I recognize. The other one I was like, yeah, he's just getting weirder and weirder. Okay.
That's what rice does to you.
Yeah.
What did you think?
eating up
What did you think
rice.
they looked? What did you think they looked like in the Intergalactic Republic of the Philippines?
Yeah, I'm imagining all Filipinos in that world have like fucking dreadlocks now for some reason, but they're not allowed. They have to put under a hat, so you know that's
They
good.
have to
Bigger.
put under a hat.
all right. So you guys ready to head out?
Yep, got my magical ball of doom.
Yep.
Do we
Oh.
want to do the solo approach to our neighbor that Dr. Zachary decided to scare away, or do you think we should skip that for now?
I mean,
I like that idea.
right. We could do that on the way to Main Street.
Mhm.
All right. I will take I'll take my motorcycle, Logan, in the
Uh-huh.
garage, and they're gonna take their car.
Okay.
I don't know which one of them is driving, but I'm making sure they're like a good distance ahead of me.
The doctor will drive.
Very well. Doc, give me your medium modern land and small modern land for Ralph or whichever it is. Yeah, there he goes.
I'm gonna spend a point just because I want to get a check.
All right. Doc seems to be. It hurts so much. I'm so wounded. I'm getting more wounded. No, okay, you finally manage after a couple of hero points to drive your motorcycle without injuring yourself.
All right. So we're gonna do like a little friendly approach here. That
Friendly.
mysterious guy we invited bowling that Dr. Zachary wanted to make feel safe.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do though is they're gonna stay like at the end of the street in their car, and I'm gonna go up to his house, just so they're a safe distance back.
No problem. Yeah. You get up to the house, and it looks like there's nobody living there and stuff. You knocking on the door and all that. There's no answer. Yeah.
All right. He did what I would have done.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You blame Dr. Z for your current woes.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and I guess head out of there and head towards. You know what? If he just bailed just for kicks, I checked the garbage in the back. Wherever the garbage cans are, is it emptied?
They don't have too much stuff in them. They've got some miscellaneous trash in there, but he didn't leave any clues as to his forwarding address because with how he.
I was just looking for anything. I didn't think he was gonna say like I moved here. If you check
the only thing you find in the garbage is a rather sad looking bowling shirt. I mean, it was such a good fucking plan, and I have no idea what happened. That was just, I thought you were going to make a new friend, have a new contact, something, and then it just, so now the bowling shirt's in the garbage. It's tragic.
I take it out and wipe my chair with it and fold it up nicely.
Happy Father's Day.
And there's the title of this episode.
All right, I take it with, put it in my saddlebag and head to Main Street. And I just glare at the car as I go by.
Understandable.
Well, here's something, because like if he's checking out the place, remember when you take ownership of the house, a picture of you seems to appear in the bedroom.
Yes.
So he might have actually seen like a sign that he still technically owns the property, even though he might have abandoned it.
He hasn't gone into he hasn't kicked in the door or anything yet.
Okay, but the fact that we think it's still a hard point registered to him might tell us something.
You want to go peek in the windows?
Well, I'm saying if you went and checked the place out like he's talking about, you might have seen that sort of clue.
Yeah. The bedroom drapes were shut, but I mean, they're only a stone's throw away to open.
But the fact also that he was going through his garbage and saw stuff that didn't respawn. If he didn't own the place, that would have been empty, I think.
Yeah.
He just might not be here. He probably just bailed. It doesn't mean he got a new place yet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If it tells us, he's still got this, because if he went and tried to get another property, maybe he couldn't.
Yeah.
If he succeeded, maybe he has two. But maybe if he succeeded, this would have freed up and become just like a regular generic house again.
Ooh. He's using logic to track this poor motherfucker down so you can have Vince fucking molest him or whatever he's
There's
planning
another
on
way to
doing.
do it. I look at the mailbox. Is there strange symbols on it, or does it actually say a name? mailboxes for unoccupied houses had like strange symbols on them.
I think all of them, even the occupied ones, still have strange symbols.
Well, it's
on them.
because like everything was illegible. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess the question is, does it become legible? Like we know we're at 666 now.
Yes, but yours is not legible still.
Ours is
Okay.
something special.
Most things aside from like business names or certain signs always seem to be illegible. You have no
Yeah,
idea
like the name
why.
tag on the. Well, it's only
Yeah,
for
the
a few.
name tags are legible on the milk
For-
crates.
Yeah, but they have to be occupied by somebody. Otherwise, you just have the stream.
Well, we will have to set up surveillance. We should set up surveillance on Main Street. Logan, oh, let's see, I got a play immediately card. Discard one, draw one. No trading. Everyone must immediately discard one card, then they may draw one card.
Yeah. So first go down to 4 and then discard,
Okay.
draw.
Sure.
Or yeah, in your case, you're good.
I will get rid of that
Ooh.
first. And then I have to discard a card. And then draw one card.
The assistant plus D10 damage. No. Somebody threw that out. It's
Logan,
such a good
when
card.
we went and investigated the school, I remember they had microscopes. Did they by chance have any kind of like telescope for astronomy?
Yeah, they did
Okay.
actually.
Do we want to do that first? I could potentially, or should we grab that tonight? Do you want to set the car up, or should we do our progress report to see if everything is good on Main Street? I could update High Command.
Question.
You guys are
Is this
heading to Main
prestigious?
Street?
Is
We were
this
going to
I
Main Street.
couldn't.
Going
Sorry, I
to
couldn't
head
hear you. I
or
think everybody
heading
was talking
now?
there for a second.
Sorry, is this a prestige module?
I have no idea. It depends on what you guys do.
I guess
Just
my
talk.
hands.
There's a potential for it to
It's
be a
like-
prestige mod, but I don't know what you're doing.
Oh no, I'm gonna hang on to it. It's either I draw a new card or
Yeah.
because it's a victory.
Yeah.
I'll hang on to it then.
So my question is, are you hanging out talking about heading to Main Street, or are you currently heading to Main Street and yelling back and forth at each other? Which is fine also. I mean, you gotta yell over the motorcycle.
We're
and
probably
stuff.
still in the subdivision. I was glaring at him, and then he started talking about rice and
Yeah.
pictures, and he wants a souvenir, and I don't know.
Souvenirs, party
What do you-
favors.
All right, should we take the bike back to the house then, and then we'll go to Main Street? Is that what we should do?
Yeah, we can. Makes sense.
You guys drop off the
So-
bike, everybody gets in the car, he's driving you. You guys head over to Main Street. Everybody give me listen rolls. Lower is better. You're not a huge negatives, but it is kind of a little bit further away.
Normal success.
You guys think you hear some weird stuff from the school, but it's a bit far away. It sounds like "ee." Multiple voices, not just
Did you
one.
hear that? Sounds like the
Must be a
urgent
Bobcat
rally.
thing.
Go Bobcats.
All right. Does everything seem to be on the up and up on Main Street? Just normal?
Yes.
Anything glaringly obvious?
New
Actually,
vehicles.
you do see that guy come running, screaming with his hands up out of the guy that you'd gone to his house just a second ago, out of the bed and breakfast, and he looks like he's running in a blind panic, screaming.
He's running out of the bed and breakfast.
Yes, and he's
Now
pretty
your
much
opportunity.
he's
Park
heading
here.
east, like toward the roadhouse, that direction. He seems to be freaked out.
Now is your opportunity to be the hero.
At this point, Vince
we-
runs him down in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I go
This is on me.
he's gonna run the other direction.
Hey, this is on you, Dr. Zachary. I throw him the bowling shirt. Get out of the car and get him back now.
Will do. All right.
I'll get in the driver's seat. I kick him out of the damn car.
As your captain, I will.
I just rev it. Rum.
Right, give me a sprinting roll as you're trying to catch up to this guy. He is pretty much screaming and running from the bed and breakfast. You continue hearing weird noises from the school as well.
All right.
This
Well,
is a
he's
good
doing
time to
that.
fumble your running. If you fumble your running, you may, because he's following you in the car. No,
Does the
okay.
normal make it?
You're not really catching up to him, but you're not
I guess-
losing him either.
Should I spawn a pause?
The doctor is a bit.
No, you
I
succeeded.
don't know. You
You
already
succeed. I
succeeded.
wouldn't spend a hero point trying to
I mean,
succeed
all right.
more.
I wouldn't.
You're
All right.
keeping
The
up to
doctor
him.
is
You're
quite
not
swift.
losing him.
All right.
He runs like the wind. Look at him go.
You guys are slowly cruising behind this guy. Once he gets to Main Street east in the dark, spooky forest, he takes the turnoff up that narrow dirt path, and he looks like he's freaked out. And give me spot hidden rolls at half. This is kind of hard to see from here because you're having to go slow. Now, if you wanted to pass Vince and just run this guy down, that's not a problem in a car. Okay. Quarter, great.
I was gonna say the way things are laid out, was there the opportunity that we could perhaps drive around up ahead?
Oh, totally.
and maybe be like, hey, hurry up, get in.
You
No,
could.
Or do we have to
You
like
could,
drive
but the
past
drive-
This bowling ball's really heavy.
You could, but the driver's not having it. Oh, Ralph.
Well, yeah,
make
I
your
get that
driving
part.
roll, by the
I'm
way.
trying to visualize this.
Yeah. Oh, you got plenty of room here. But
In
the
the meantime,
driver's
Got it
just
over 60, but I'm going to do it just so I don't clip him.
well, yeah. You haven't made your driving for this size of vehicle yet. So this is your once an adventure, unless you're trying to
There
do
we go.
something wild.
All right, got it.
Cool. Yeah, you're just cruising right behind Vince, who you're encouraging to keep running. If he should stop running, he will get run over, unless you want to be off to one side, which I'm assuming you don't.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
God,
You guys
okay,
noticed
should, like, be aware.
with your really good spot hiddens, it looks like there's some blood on the guy's shoes.
This is how a good captain motivates. Rum.
It's really scary having a car not very far behind you and occasionally putting in a neutral in order to rev the engine and shit like that while you're trying to run after somebody else who you're not catching up to, possibly because you're carrying a lot of kilos of bowling ball and God knows what else. Can you just imagine if the guy actually looked back and saw this, what he would be thinking?
Can we
feel like I should be holding a stopwatch.
down?
So anyways, the guy is turned off on that narrow dirt road. It's possible to get the car up here, but that would be a new driving roll because it's getting high centered is a very, very good possibility.
We can wait here. I'll just go ahead and pull over. And...
Oh, okay.
So, just to make sure, is he going up the dirt road that heads to the Lover's Leap?
Yes, exactly. And you see the Dr. Z is chasing him up there.
Maybe I should drive around to the bottom of Lover's Leap so we can
So-
catch him.
Hold on, I just want to make sure. So, like, how far away is the doctor from this guy right now? We've been running
Maybe
for
100 meters.
like a quarter mile at this
Damn
point.
it! It's really annoying. I had a 5 meters card. Grief.
He's maybe a football field.
Okay.
Should
So
we
he's not like
look-
within running distance.
Oh no, he's running after this motherfucker. If the guy should stop, then mere 10 rounds later he will get caught, which is less than a minute.
Hey, Gus, you're a firefighter. You think we should alert the fire brigade to get that like trampoline thing at the bottom of Lover's Lane?
I was wondering if he was going up there for that reason too, but I don't know, why would he? It seems like an easier way to off yourself. He might be going for that cave, I bet. Remember, there's the stream and a cave. Maybe he's running for something like that.
My character doesn't know about that.
I bet.
Wait. Never mind, he does.
Are you saying you want to drive back to town and see if they have one of those trampolines, and then see if we can get it set up in time? Because he is on foot.
Sounds like a challenge.
I'm gonna need a driving roll to go and then just fucking speed back without any seat belts, no crumple zones, none of that bullshit. Going back through Main Street traffic, skidding up in front of the fire department, jumping out, stealing their trampoline thing if they have one. I mean,
They did. It was on the fire truck. You said it was on the fire truck. We're going to take the fire truck and everything. We're going to just don the hat and the. Come on.
I didn't say they had one of the trampoline things on the fire truck. They might, but you're not sure on that. They do have a big ladder.
Crashed into. No, when we used the ladder into the Apex building. Like, well,
oh yeah, you're right. You did have trampoline. Yeah, okay, no problem. You guys come sliding in sideways into the fire department thing.
You want it?
Yeah, I want that.
Are you up for it?
Give me that driver.
We're probably gonna have to get the fireman. I go and grab a
well, hold on. He's got to do his fancy driving roll first.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, you have to make fancy laser sounds and jet engines. So we're gonna pretend like we're in a firefight like the old days. Remember? I don't. I floor it.
Ooh. All right. He slides in sideways, and it just shows the car gently rock as he rams it into park, and you guys hop out, go over, and the firemen are like, "Where's the fire?"
Terrible car sounds on the way. All right, rally up, boys. We are going.
We've got a jumper, Lover's Lane.
He thinks the car sounds like beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Right. The dog comes over and is trying to bite him as he goes up and starts fucking with him.
No, boy, no.
Right. The firemen all jumping into the fire truck and stuff. Lover's Lane. I don't think we can get the truck up there.
We need to go down below.
Jump off.
We have to
We're
save
not
a man.
jumping off of it.
No, we have to. I punch it.
Right, give me a large land modern drive roll as you push the driver out of the way and jump in. He goes, yeah, okay.
I'll play +10.
Good.
Let me look for my supporter. I don't want to.
I got it by almost by half.
No problem. You guys have the lights and sirens on. People are getting out of the way. You guys cruise over there. Meanwhile, Vince.
If I stop, they'll kill me.
That's true. They're going to make it in time. The guy gets up to the top of Lover's Lane, and he's like, I checked his bravery. He's like, "Fuck this prison!" He screams at the top of his lungs. Only Vince is able to hear it. And he goes, "Yeah!" Now, meanwhile, I need basically a catch roll from you guys as you're on the bottom with some firemen and the big thing.
Steady.
Who wants to make the catch roll? The other one can support. The fireman will try
let's see. I think I'm pretty decent at catch.
Fireman, give him +5. What are you doing, Vince?
I've +5 assist as well.
Oh, you can go ahead and play that if you want. The firemen are also giving you a +5 assist.
So you're at a +10.
Who's doing the primary and who's supporting?
Okay.
What do you think, Hunter? Are you decent catcher?
Is that a skill?
It's up at the top. It's like right below block. It's one of the first ones.
No, I am a horrible catcher.
Okay, I'll do primary then.
Ralph, good luck on your supporting
to the left,
role.
to the left.
The only problem with this is he's gonna jump down.
Steady.
Hopefully I don't fumble him up here.
All right. Right.
Oh.
Even at the -10 that he gives you, you guys, it goes, and he goes, he opens his eyes, he looks at you two looking down on him, he goes, "Fuck,
you're safe with us."
I just nod.
He rolls off. Vince, are you wanting to jump off of this thing as well and to get down there?
I mean,
nobody's really looking up. They think they've got the guy.
Doctor, you have so much to live for.
what? There's rice down there. Okay.
Yes.
Coming down.
Wait, you have rice up there?
The firemen to try to support you again because they're like, oh God, because that's a really long drop off. That's a super, I mean, it looks like you're aiming for a postage stamp. Now, since you're actually trying to hit it, you can try your support with a jump, by the way, Vince. Don't roll yet, Jay.
Can he support with his jump? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So Vince, you want to make your jump roll to try to help out. If you fumble, you're going to put him in negative as you just fucking launch yourself off the cliff and go, yeah. All right, Jay, it all comes down. You guys are standing there. You go, oh, wait, you do support. Oh, you spend a hero point? Twice. Okay, so you're another +5. The firemen are giving you a +5. He's giving you a +5. You're getting nothing off of Hunter, who's like, if he dies, he dies. And he goes, you guys are like, yeah, and you're just behind you.
Spinning a point.
I was going to say, it's a super, super fucking long drop. Holy Christ, you managed to catch his dumbass. All right. Yeah,
Doctor, you did it.
Yay.
All right.
This is why I should be the captain.
Yeah, roll d6 damage on yourself. You took only minor stun damage. Okay. In your case, you still managed to fuck up the landing. You take 3 real, 3 stun there, Doc, because it didn't completely get rid of damage. That was a super high cliff. I just want to fucking reiterate that. I mean, that's 20 meters fucking tall that he's jumping off of. That's like 60-something feet.
It will look good in my resume.
Yeah, he just jumped off of a 5-story building, basically.
I lean into the doctor and I whisper in his ear, "Don't say anything else."
The guy who you saved looks and he sees that the doctor's like laying there clutching his fucking Boeing shirt, and he's like, fine, I'll join the goddamn team.
I bring up my bowling ball. Yay.
Right. He looks at the bowling ball warily. Unfortunately,
I don't pick it up. I just have my bowling bag.
Yeah, when Hunter went, yay, you went and rolled out of the netting. So,
all right, job well done, everybody. I go pat the fireman on the back.
Yeah, they're like, hey, they're all excited, and they're like, we'll drive back. It's okay. Do you need a lift anywhere?
Oh yes. Come on, boy.
All right. The dog actually goes and gets in the truck when you do that. The firemen are like, the guy himself it looks like pretty much he was freaked out, but jumping off this and then getting caught seems to have been the equivalent of a 1950s backhand snap out of it thing, used on hysterical women in movies and such. So he's just like, all right, I'll be there tonight, he says, and he starts just shambling away.
Here, come on. Hey, wait,
come
on. Right on the back of the truck with me.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it. Come on. I get on the back of the truck.
I need some time, he says.
All right. I shake off
the things I saw.
Can I give empathy or
yes.
psychology?
Empathy. You're not allowed to talk to him. You shake him off? What?
No.
I can't even talk. It's fair enough. I hate that. I can't. All right. I should have just said nothing.
All right. I made it by half.
Okay. Your empathy's. Yeah, he seems to have gotten a very nasty shock lately.
All right. I just shake off the shirt, right? Kind of because it just went through a lot.
Yes.
Dust it out. I hand it to him.
He takes it.
It's
all folded neatly, except for the fall, of course. He goes, thank you. He clutches it to him, and starts rocking a little bit.
I say, my name is Hunter. And then I kind of lean in a little bit and I said, we got to try to bust out of here together, I tell him.
Okay. I mean, there's no escape from the pods. No escape. We're hooked in. There's no escape. I'll go bowling tonight. Sure. You want me to bowl? I'll bowl. Just do me one favor. Never leave me alone with him. He does that creepy psychotic grin when he gets pointed at.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
And they start going, I shouldn't have done
Like as
that.
he does that, I do the big long sidestep right in front of him.
Too bad you're 2
Don't
feet
worry.
shorter than him. I say he's really all right. He's just seen a little too much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be there. He begins shuffling off.
All right, we let him do a shuffle.
Yeah. No problem. You see the doctor is like going, no, we have to be normal again. Normal.
I know. Maybe I should just resort back to staying in my little notes for the rest of the session.
Oh no, I love it when you're doing
Hey,
that
Doc.
shit.
Doc. Dr. Zachary. What does a demon virus in a skull look like? Can you draw me a picture?
Sure. Actually, already have a picture drawn.
All right, we're in the fire truck. We're going.
Is that what that was?
I'm thinking that Dr. Z is the kind of guy who would buy and read a book, How Not to Be Creepy as Fuck, around people you don't know well. So, yeah,
How to be normal.
they give you a ride back. The firefighters are just congratulating you guys on managing to stop two attempted suicides. Yeah, and they put a blanket around Dr. Z for reasons.
We are quite the team, boys. It's Miller time.
Who's Miller?
Mm.
Oh.
He's foreign.
Oh, there you go. We don't have much of that around here. They drop you off at your vehicle back at the fire station.
Yep. All right. We put back the gear.
Yep. They're
good
going
boy.
around cleaning everything again.
Scratch the dog behind the ear. Say goodbye. All right, go.
All right. Should we go and go to Irene's and do our progress report to High Command?
Are we sure that's where the progress report goes now? A strange thing what he was saying. All right, if you think it's safe, let's do it.
Why would it not be safe?
Because we don't know that we are being tested by High Command. Maybe we are trapped by the enemy. What?
All right. Yeah, we go to Irene's.
All right, no problem. She's selling flowers. There's a red phone in there, and she's like, "Hello, happy Friday."
Hello. I just pick up the phone and I ignore what she says.
She looks very confused and then keeps talking, and you're ignoring her as hard as you can.
This is Captain Hunter calling High Command with my progress report.
Yes, you hear the voice say,
We have a confirmation. We have a confirmation of a MyGo presence. I have evidence this time, not like last time. Please advise.
"We will be there soon."
Hang it up. They're coming. They're finally coming, I say.
We can leave.
Start like moving back and forth. All right, where should we be? Where should we be? I'll hide over here. No, I will hide over here.
Remember, High Command, double salute.
Double salute. Oh.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I dust off, and since I'm the only one in the
like dusting
uniform,
off, straightening up our, whatever we're wearing.
All right, after 10 minutes, a big black car pulls up, and two guys in suits who do not look anything like High Command to get out and walk into Flowers by Irene. One of them looks at the lady who goes, "Ooh," and shows her badge of some sort and says, "Excuse us." She leaves the shop. "Did you make the call?"
Yes, sir. New uniforms?
Everybody take a fucking card.
Ah.
Oh my Everybody take a fucking card. Yeah, he just looks at you guys like, what the fuck is going on? He says,
Oh, interesting. Okay, play immediately. NPC of the GM's choice gets 5 heroes and refills his hand.
got
The
it.
See, High Command's gonna like working with us.
Check out the title Logan's got for this: Big Black Plot Dildo. Play it immediately.
There's no confusion as to what kind of card it is.
All right, so we're saluting.
Oh yeah, they just stare at you, and eventually, after a couple of beats, one of them says, "Where's the evidence of the MIGO?"
I pause and kind of just, dramatically stand there. We were investigating that haunted house at the end of the street, and we came across this. I put that bumper sticker down. My other vehicle is a MIGO brain. Was it brain box?
Yeah.
They look at it for a while. They look at you.
This should not be here.
Very well.
It is an adhesive bumper sticker.
Yes.
Bumper
Thank you for
stickers were
bringing
not
this
here.
to our attention. You have done very well. One of them takes it and puts it into his suit. You can tell he's still holding it in there with his hand. He doesn't have any cool way to just keep shit in there. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Keep up the good work. They leave. They look. Give me empathy rolls at half because their faces are pretty fucking expressionless.
Oh man.
High Command is very pleased with
so
you.
close.
Very pleased indeed. They
Got him
bugger
just
off.
moved back at us.
Yeah.
What era car?
He doesn't even
The
know
black
why.
car. The black car that they pulled up in, was it for this era or is it modern?
It looked like it's one from this era, but it's a fairly high-tech example of this era. It's a big luxury type black vehicle thing. So it barely fits into this era. Well, actually, give me a history roll.
Before they
Sure,
leave and drive.
totally here. Yeah, it could be from any era. You have no idea.
I have a technology lore skill. Can I try that?
It'll give you different information, but sure. Seems to run on an internal combustion engine, fairly primitive. These are really known for pollutants. Best to with your crit that you should never have one operating in an enclosed space that is small. Danger. Yeah.
Before they drive off, I want to look at the license plate.
They do not have a license plate.
I figure as they're leaving, I'm going to walk out behind them. I just want to get a closer look at the car, like when they actually open the door to get back in. Like, what's it look like on the inside? What's
Looks
on the
pretty
dash?
plain, honestly. They don't have any fancy controls or anything like that. It just looks like a pretty plain car. They get in.
As they get in and close the door, like I lean in. Make sure you do not run this in any enclosed spaces, okay, boys?
They both just look at you, and one of them gives a very, very tiny nod, and then they drive off.
Wait, when do we leave the simulation? Isn't that Earth to get out of here?
It begins backing up. They stop next to you guys. Pardon me, the driver says, putting it in the
Pardon
park.
me?
Oh,
I said don't run this inside any enclosed spaces.
That was it. They look very
Friday.
suspiciously at Dr. Zach.
Friday.
Would you like to join our bowling team?
it's bowling night.
They put it in the drive off again. Do you want to yell anything else at them while they're driving off? No. Okay.
Time to keep my mouth shut again.
Okay.
And then let's see.
All right.
They're just kind of like driving down Main Street.
Yeah.
They head east or they head west.
They're heading west.
And do I see them turn off, or do they just
Keep
west
going.
into the forest kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
What were you getting ready to say, Rolf?
Oh, I was asking Gus and Zach. Do you have time for? Is there anything special you want to do here? Or I've got one more crazy ass idea to try to pull off on the main street.
We could always go to the carnival and just go around there.
Well, we have
four buildings down on Main Street I want to go to.
Let's finish off the Main Street, because I think we've got.
You don't
one or
hear any
two
more
places that
strange
we haven't
noises
officially
from
gone
the
into.
school.
Say again, Logan.
You hear no more strange noises from the school. It's gone deathly silent over there.
Pep rally's over.
Go.
So let's go down Main Street. Let's see. Did we ever go into the post office? I think we did, right?
I also wanted to stop real fast at City Hall if we could.
Okay. Need a pencil?
Let's just see how this goes. You guys ready to go on a roller coaster ride here? Let's see.
I'm ready.
You shut up.
It's no way to cheat your captain.
All right. Let's go to City Hall.
You guys go into City Hall. No problem. The lady is there. She's doing her thing. You're guessing the other guy's in the back in his room waiting to fucking pop out.
Excellent. I asked her, I would like an application for a business license, please.
Certainly.